Hello, this is Robert Bolden, Life Transformed, and this is Wednesday, where we are in this together. I jump on board here once a week to share um, something that's come into my awareness that had an impact on me. And the reason we call it We Wednesday is because we are all in this together, and if we can all share the things that are kind of impacting us um, in a way that's growing us, not getting us stuck, but growing us. It's fine that people can understand and we can be compassionate with each other and understand where somebody is. But the focus of this live is to say, okay, but now what are the things that inspire you? What are the things that move you forward? What are the things that, in my case, I count on and I've come to learn that will actually move me forward and propel me forward out of circumstances or situations that may be challenging. Um, so, what I wanted to hit on today, and again, if you want to join anytime. Just message me in advance. We can even bring you on this live. I can get you the link. You can share what your thoughts are and whatever it is I'm talking about. And I welcome all comments as well. So comment if you have a perspective here. So I'm going to speak out of Psalm 28 today. And it's really interesting. I really love this. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and I am helped. And I am helped. Oh, I didn't write everything down here. Oh, I'm sorry. And I am helped. Okay. My heart leaps for joy, and I will give thanks to him in song. Okay, so sorry about the reading of that. My handwriting gets a little bit tough to read sometimes. But there are four distinct things that were talked about in that psalm. There was a fact, a decision, a consequence, and then another decision. As I read that this morning, I started thinking about it. I thought, wow, this is really profound. I mean, this is really some deep stuff here. So bear with me. Okay, the first fact is the Lord is our strength. I mean, just let that sink in. The Lord is our strength. So that's a fact. So no matter what situation you're going through, no matter what circumstance, no matter what pain, no matter what joy, no matter whatever is going on in your life, the Lord is our strength. So if you or I ever need strength in this world, we know where to go. The fact is, that is where the strength is. It's in the Lord. Now we can go down a whole thought process. Do you have faith in that? Do you believe that? But that's where the rest of this really uncovers where your heart is. The decision you have to make, that's the second thing. So we got a fact and a decision is trust the Lord. All right, no matter what you're going through, trust the Lord. I think I'm going into a divorce. Trust the Lord. I have this illness. Trust the Lord. My son or daughter won't speak to me. Trust the Lord. I don't know how I'm going to pay rent. Trust the Lord. Trust the Lord. Trust the Lord. That's the first decision you and I have to make, is to trust the Lord. All right. So now there's a big one. Okay, I made a decision. I'm going to trust the Lord. How do I know I'm really trusting the Lord? Because we can fool ourselves. We can rationalize all of that. Well, it's the the consequence of this is your heart leaps for joy. That's the consequence. So if your heart is filled with joy, it follows that you are trusting the Lord. And you really have to think about that. So conversely, if your heart isn't leaping with joy, then where is it that you aren't trusting the Lord? Because if you're trusting in the Lord, your heart is gonna leap with joy. Isn't that good? So this is a tool that can be used every minute of every day. Where are you not trusting the Lord? Where are you relying on your own strength? Where are you relying on your own wisdom? Where are you relying on your own knowledge? Oh, so powerful. And again, the more I thought about this, the more powerful it got. So that's my hope for you as you listen to these things, maybe replay it, share it with your friends. It's going to bring even more power to you. And the fourth decision you have to make is offer praise in song or offer praise. So think about that. That's being grateful, gratitude, right? And in song, worship and song, it's so beautiful. So sing to the Lord. Tell him, thank you so much for that joy that you have in your heart, for that trust that you have in him. So remember, the consequence of trusting him is joy. So, how do I know what I trust in? Oh, this is big. What brings me joy? And I'm not talking about happiness. I'm talking about pure joy. What brings me joy? And I can know from my own experiences when I see somebody, um, exercising their gifts, doing what they were meant to do in this world. Um, when I have believed in someone and then they do it, they're fired up. That brings me joy. Of course, following Jesus brings me joy. I mean, open up the Bible every morning. That brings me joy. So those are some examples for me. What brings me joy? So what brings you joy? I'm a big football fan, so I watch the Bears, and their season this year was not a good season. And they would win a game or they'd have a good play, and I'd be happy. But I don't know if it's joy. There's a difference between joy and happiness. Joy is something that isn't based on circumstances. Joy is just something that's in your heart. So even as I'm talking about that, maybe even, I think one of my superpowers is I believe in people more than I believe in themselves. And that gives me joy, just believing in others and sharing with others that I believe in them. So that's where the joy really is. It isn't whether or not they fulfill all that they were created to do. I mean, that's great, but that would give me happiness. But the joy is just being able to share that with people and being able to share my amazing journey with God, my testimony, because of how transforming it was for me. So yeah, it's just joyful to see people loving on each other and um, propelling each other forward, not getting stuck. So I think that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for joining me on WeWednesday, where we are in this together. Check us out. Message me if you want to know more about our community. We're just starting off a bunch of new courses and classes and masterminds and workshops and all kinds of stuff. So message me. I can get you in touch with how you can interact more with our community and become a part of us. I mean, we're all about isolation to community. For you, don't judge you, in harmony with you. So I hope this is serving you today, and I hope to hear from you soon. Have a great rest of your day.